Okay.
You ready?
Go for it, sister.
All right. Well, we are just super excited. Melissa and I started this Rockstar group for some new distributors, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And we have just been so pleased with how hard they are working, showing up for their business. And we just want to connect them with as many people in the company as we possibly can so that they can see the true culture of Zingular. Plus, learn to duplicate, because we all know that's how you grow a strong business. And we just can't say enough about how pleased we are with their progress. So tonight's going to be a night of learning from 3 amazing women in our company, and just hearing their stories, learning some top secrets from them, and just a good time of fellowship together. So I'm just super excited to hear from everybody. So I'm not sure who you're going to have first, but.
Well, I reached out to intentionally chose the ladies that are on here because of their growth, because of what they did when they were new, and they know the struggles when you're new. And everybody on his Tracy's brand new, Catherine's brand new, Stacy's brand new. So, and then we've got other people that are going to be watching later on and jumping on that are new, that are in our group. I think we've got 10, we're up to 10 brand new distributors right now. And the reason I chose Hillary and the reason I chose Rosie was because of they're both phenomenal. They do the things and they're doing it right, and they did them right when they first started, and they can relate to somebody brand new that really wants to run and really wants to make some money. The reason I chose Taylor is because she is my corporate rep. She is our field rep from corporate, and I wanted you guys to know the support that you've got, not only from me and Tammy, but from our corporate staff, and what is there for you, and what they have that you can use in order to take this and run with it, as fast as you want to run with it. So, and I see Kim just jumped on, and Kelly just jumped on. So I'm so excited. And Kim actually lives like about 15 minutes from corporate in Utah. And I'm so excited. Yes. So I think I want to introduce Taylor first. So Taylor Cooper, I actually just week with her in all over. We went on the cruise together, and she is recently just been transferred over to our region. So I am so excited about what she brings to the table, what she's going to bring to our team. And I can't wait. I know her, but I can't wait to really get to know her like I get to know my field reps. But Taylor, this is everybody, this is Taylor.
Hello,
Taylor.
Am I good to go? Do you want me to just kick it off from here?
Sister. Yep, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Now and then, and I'm going to leave it to where if you have questions or if you have comments or want to stop her and ask something, then just unmute and you can just feel free to do this. I want this to be very interactive tonight. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Melissa, for inviting me to be here with you guys. Honestly, as sad as I was to lose Locke, I was always very envious of this group that he got to work with, just because the dynamic that this team specifically has always just seemed like such a good time. And so when I found out that I was going to be taking over this part of the country, I was actually a little bit stoked that I was going to be part of this. So I appreciate you guys inviting me to be on here. And for everybody that's new, just know that you guys are in an amazing place. And you guys are really lucky to be part of a team with such a great dynamic. So I don't know how long Melissa wants me to take, but I'm just going to kind of talk about some things from the corporate perspective. So like she said, I am a field development manager, and we actually have an entire team of people that is dedicated to helping you guys build your businesses and helping you get paid. And that might mean something a little bit different for everybody. And so sometimes people get confused or they don't know what they can come to us for. And so then they don't reach out to us at all. And that's not really the answer. If you ever have something that you're not sure if we can help you with, I always say reach out. out to me. And if I can't help you, then I'll get you connected to a resource of somebody that can help you. So we do kind of have it split up into areas of the country. I'm now over kind of like the whole East Coast. If you're not sure who your person is, you can reach out to me. And if it's not me, then I'll get you connected to that person as well. So that's just kind of what we do. I do work at the corporate office. I'm not a distributor. I get that question a lot too. Like, oh, you're a distributor and you work at the corporate office. And I'm not a distributor, but I do have a lot of experience in the industry. And with Zingular in particular, I have found a home here, and I'm really passionate about helping distributors. So some of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about are some of the resources that my team has already set up to help you guys be successful. So one of the things that we do, we have our Zingular Distributor Facebook page, our Zingular Distributor Community Facebook page, and we do a ton of different trainings on that page. If you haven't already been added, I suggest that you go and request to be added or message me and I can make sure that you're in there. But our team kind of has like a weekly schedule, and on Mondays, look for we call it a week at a glance, and every Monday we will post that week at a glance, and it'll post the trainings that we're having for the entire week. And we try to give you as much detail as possible, like who's going to be there. So if there's a leader that you're really looking forward to speaking or hearing speak, or if there's a topic specifically that you're interested in, it'll kind of give you that there. But we try to keep it a pretty regular cadence so that you guys can get familiar with that as well. So we have things, we call them business bites, which is kind of the corporate team giving you a little bit of like some tips and tricks. Those usually happen on Tuesdays. We have a What's Working Live. That's usually when we have another distributor come in and talk about specifically what's working for them right now. So those are super valuable because they're people that are in your exact position that are saying like, hey, this is the thing that's really moving things for me right now. None of these are super long. They usually are like anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes. And so it's just a good chunk of time for you to be able to kind of plug in and get some of that training in. And then in the evenings, we also have some longer trainings if you want to tune in. Sometimes they're posted as live, sometimes they're Zooms, but that's kind of a rotation as well. There's some that are targeted specifically to different demographics. And that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. There's two in particular that are really helpful for new distributors. We have our new distributor success call, which is actually hosted by Helaman, who's on my team, and he goes through all of the basics and the foundations that are important for a new distributor to understand. So if you haven't caught one of those, I recommend it. I think that he's hosting one the first week of April. I can double check the dates and send them to Melissa so that she can get you guys those dates. But that's the first one that's really valuable. And then there's also something that we call the Meet Zingular Opportunity Call. And this one is really valuable because this is a place for prospects. This is a place where all you guys have to do is invite your people, and it's a place for them to come and learn more about Zingular without you having to be the one to know all of the things and be an expert, right? All you have to do is invite, and they're going to come to a place where they can get more information about the products and the opportunity. So that usually happens once a month, but this month we're having kind of like a blitz where we're going to be doing a lot of them. The dates for those are posted in the Zingular Distributor Facebook community as well. So if you have people that are wanting to get information, invite. I recommend that to have the opportunity for your prospects. So that's kind of the first thing. And then just a couple of tips. My biggest tip, you guys, is just staying plugged in to things like this. Like I said, you already have an amazing upline, an amazing team, and something that's so different about Zingular from other companies is the community. And so really, really like plug into that and take advantage of the culture and the community that Zingular has, because we all are here to help you be successful. Like I said, my team is a resource, your upline is a resource. Just having this group of people that are new distributors with you, use them as resources, right? Like chances are if you have a question, somebody else probably has that same question. So ask questions, stay connected to these other people that are in the same phases that you are, reach out to people that are further along in their journey than you are. So that you can help the people that come after you as well. So that's my first tip. And then my second tip is just as you're getting connected with your upline, stay really, really consistent and be really coachable for the things that they are asking you to do, right? Some of these things might feel a little uncomfortable. Some of these things might be unfamiliar or things that you've never done before, but this is a tried and true method that they are giving you, right? These are tested results. These are things that they have been doing to find their success. And so that is, if I have one piece of advice, it really is to do the things, even when it feels hard, even when it feels scary, like do it scared, right? Do the things that your coach asks you to do. So the last thing that I'm going to talk about really quick is events. Coming back to that community, coming back to the culture that Zingular has. You guys, I caught my vision for Zingular. I'm not going to go into my whole story, but when I first came to Zingular, this was just a job for me. And I caught my vision and passion for this company at an event, being surrounded by like-minded people, being surrounded by people that just like light you on fire, right? Like you just feel that passion. It's so you can't feel it anywhere else. So if you can get to Vegas, you should. And I think that this is something that's going to help you. If you are a first-time attendee of events, corporate gives you a discount where you can attend your event for $59. That's over $100 discount for your registration fee. So we would love to see you there. There's like magic happens at events, you guys. It's amazing. And so if you have questions about that $59, if you have questions about getting to an event, feel free to reach out to me. You do have to call member service to get that ticket price. So don't go through the link. If you're a first-time attendee, make sure you call member service to get that discount. I think that is pretty much everything for me. I didn't want to take too much of your guys' time because Hillary and Rosie have some amazing content as well. But did anybody have any questions for me or about what my team does? Anything that we talked about? Awesome. I must have done an amazing job just going through that. No questions.
Good. And I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna speak for Tammy, but I don't think she'll probably say the same thing. If any of my new distributors that qualify for the $59 go to the event, I will cover that myself. So
Wow.
you won't have to. So that's how
I
important
will.
they are too. So I'm glad you brought that up, Taylor.
Yes, it is super important. You guys take her up on that. That's an amazing offer. It's an amazing deal. I will drop the Zing Fling registration link in the chat. I know I said don't use it if you're a first-time attendee, but it'll still have the details for the dates and everything, so you guys can look through that. And then I'll also drop the link to our page, my team's page on our website. It has like a map of where our regions are. It has our phone numbers, our contact information, so that you can make sure that you're getting connected to us if you have questions. So
the 13th through the 16th.
Yes, I believe. Let me double check the calendar. Yeah, the 13th through the 15th, actually. And then we go home on the 16th.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming in to play 2 days early. So if anybody wants to come and play with us, let's go to Vegas, baby. I mean, there
are worse places to be. There are worse places to be than Vegas, for sure.
Right. So thank you, girl. Thank you so much. And our corporate's amazing. I mean, they're the same, just like the rest of our community. I mean, they are hands-on and they love us. It's like genuine. So that's why I wanted y'all to meet her. I wanted you to see that resource. And then the second person, and I was going to do Rosie next, but I know Hillary's got kids going to bang down the door. So while they're not in there, this lady holds a very, very, very special place in my heart. She was the first executive on my team. She hit executive, which is an average of $15,000 a month in 10 months. She hit platinum director, which is an average of $8,500 a month in 5 or 6. You're going to have to unmute and tell me. I think it was 5 months, maybe 6. 5. Yeah. 5 months. She went from not being able to pay for her kids' Christmas to making 6 figures with Zingular in 5 months. So when I tell you that I wanted you to hear from somebody who really knew how to be a new distributor and make it work, I mean, this girl has my heart. She is, her and I have worked very closely together. The boards that y'all have seen, some of you, Hillary is to thank for creating those boards. And she has just done so much for not only our team, but for our company. And you guys, this is Hillary Brown, executive on the X team.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited for y'all to get started because you are seriously working with the best company and the best team there is in all of Singular and all of health and wellness and just network marketing in general. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I am a single mom of 4 young kids. They are on the other side of that door right now, and it doesn't lock very well, so I'm hoping they won't bust it. But I have 12 or 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, 5-year-old, 3-year-old. And I started Singular back when, right after my youngest, it was her first birthday. I needed the help and weight loss and mental clarity. I was in a dark place. It was horrible, horrible time of my life. And Singular saved me. It physically, mentally, spiritually saved me. But what was even bigger than that, it financially saved me, y'all. The help that I got, like Melissa said, that first year I could not pay for my Christmas or my kids' Christmas. They wouldn't have gotten presents. We were barely scraping by putting bills together. And I did not sign up to work this business. I didn't want to be a distributor, but you know, as well as I know, that whenever you start feeling good and you start seeing those results, you're going to tell your friends and family about them anyways. I mean, you're going to tell the whole world. So you might as well go ahead and earn money from it, because this is seriously, that's the best product that we have, is the business itself. There is no limits to what you can do. You get out exactly what you put into it, and what you do today is going to pay off next month and the month after that. And then 3 months after, whatever you're doing right now, the effort that you give it, you're going to see it in 3 months tenfold. And so I realized that really quickly with my first post. Like Taylor said, being coachable straight off the bat. My sponsor told me to post an accountability post. So I posted that little teaser out there, got 3 people to join me right away. In my very first month, I got my kit paid for, and I started off with a bang. Started off with the biggest kit, because go big or go home. And I will always, that is one tip that I definitely want to stress, is don't ever undersell these products whenever you're talking to people, because the more they have, the more success they are going to see. And our purpose, besides, getting healthy ourselves, making a little money, nobody's hating on that. But our purpose here by sharing this is helping other people. And we can only help them if we give them the best. And the best is the biggest kits, the most products, the best help. So, don't ever undersell anything. That is huge tip, because I've had so many people on my team that want to push the 8 days or want to push the smaller things. And yes, absolutely, we are customizable, we are flexible, but don't push that. You start at the top and work your way down so that we can set them up for the best success possible. Got on a side tangent there, but anyways, like Melissa said, right from the beginning, I hit the ground running, and I shared that first post. I was very coachable, doing all the things, putting in the work every single day. One thing that I really find was successful for me as well was being vulnerable and being authentic, because people don't want to see the picture perfect versions of your life. And people want to see that, this isn't always sunshine and roses. You don't have to. Yes, people have incredible results in just 8 days. In 3 days, they're going to lose weight. My weight loss story was off the chain. Just saying. I lost 60 pounds in 4.5 months. I lost 68 pounds in 7.5 months. I'm still down 70 pounds after doing this for 2.5 years. But I wasn't just sharing just wasn't sharing my story. I was sharing other people's stories who didn't lose any weight at all. They didn't lose any weight at all, but they had the health benefits. Or like my sister, she didn't need to lose a single pound, but she did this because she wanted a little extra spending money. She did it for the business itself, to share and have that little bit of extra income for her. And one of my friends, she lost 3 pounds in 8 days. And people are so shy to share stuff like that, because it's like, you think that people want to hear these big, huge, amazing stories, transformations and everything, but that's not all that we're about. It's so much more than that. My friend that lost 3 pounds, she lost it, but she also doesn't have Hashimoto's and lupus showing up in her blood work anymore. And I'm not saying we could post that because it's totally non-compliant, but you can jump on a phone call and talk to somebody who has a lot of hormonal issues and other factors that are working against them, that are struggling with their numbers on the scale, and tell them, look, I have this story of so-and-so who has these issues working against them too. And they only lost 3 pounds, but they feel so much better, and they have this going on with their health. Get people on the phone, and you can tell them nitty gritty things that you are not able to post on Facebook. I tell my customers, I tell my distributors, whenever I'm struggling, I don't tell them anything negative, because you always want to go up with whatever problems that you're personally having. But I will tell my customers in a heartbeat, look, I struggle too with getting all that food in, with eating enough every single day. I struggle too with my weight going up and down, and it wasn't always a straight line. It fluctuates, and you let people know that everything with the journey through the weight loss and with the journey through the business, it's not always going to be easy, but is so worth it. So be authentic and be vulnerable and share that with people. Don't be afraid to, show your true colors and let people know how worth it is, just to stick it out and to be consistent. Another thing with the kids, people say, oh, I don't have time for this, or I'm too busy. Listen, y'all, I know that I don't have it as bad as a lot of people, but I'm a single mama of 4 kids under 12 years old who are on the other side of this door right now, probably tearing my house to pieces. But I'm on this Zoom call with y'all because this is important, because as important as all of my responsibilities and all of this crazy chaos I have going on in the background, I know what this has to offer. And I know what me being on here for you and for Melissa and Tammy, what this is going to do for your lives, because Zingular and this business is that life changing. It is that important to fit it into the nooks and crannies of your day. And that's exactly what I have to do. Look, I keep trying to hide my fingers because my nails are super ratchet right now. I don't know if that's something that is still in, but I think it's the young kids lingo right now. But I don't have time to go get my nails done all the time. They grow out, and I just picked them all off today. And I was sitting here thinking that I don't have time to do my nails like this, but whenever I have customers or prospects, or whenever I have things to do for my business, I might not have an hour or 2 to go sit down and do my nails, but I dang sure have 10 minutes to jump on a call with a customer who's struggling, or with a prospect who's wanting to get started, or with a new distributor who needs a little guidance. That takes a few minutes out of your day here and there. Take your phone to the bathroom whenever you go to the bathroom. Seriously, I was in there earlier with the door locked, answering messages in the bathroom. You do it wherever you can, wherever you fit it in, and it will work. Just don't give up, and don't let your foot up off the gas, because I can tell you right now, in the spirit of vulnerability, y'all, a year in, I don't even know the timeline now, a year and a half in to work in my business, I actually went through a pretty bad divorce, and had this huge traumatic, life-changing event. And I took my foot off the pedal. My rank went down like that. And you know why? Because I lost my consistency, because I wasn't putting in that effort every day. So I was not reaping the rewards. And exactly what I started to say in the beginning is, You get out exactly what you put into this business, and everything that you put into this business is 100% worth it. Not only for the money that you're making, not only for the lives that you are literally changing and saving, but for this community of people that are sitting right in front of you right now, because there is no way at all that I would have made it through that divorce unscathed, that I would have gotten out of a really nasty situation with any self-confidence, with any just anything, without these ladies right here behind my back, supporting me every single day, cheering me on and being my friend and giving me a sense of community and speaking God into me every single day. I wouldn't be sitting in front of you if it wasn't for Zingular. So, you know, it's so many different facets of our lives. It gives us weight loss, it gives us wellness, it gives us financial stability, but it gives us a sense of community that cannot be matched anywhere else. You know, we are working with a company and with other people who don't always monetarily benefit from each other, but we all work together because you rise by lifting others. And that is so very true here. I still, to this day, 2.5 years in, that was one thing that hit me so hard, was that I've not met a single person in this company, in corporate or as another distributor, that I don't absolutely love, that is not just incredibly fantastic, a fantastic human being. Everybody is so amazing. Everybody is so real. Everybody is incredible. I mean, we have literally hit a lottery and a jackpot by working for this company. And so if you quit it, you're stupid. That's pretty much, you know, what I've been told, and I totally agree. So that's my story. And like I said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Zingular. So I'm glad y'all are here and just fit it in. And if you ever have questions or struggles, do not be afraid to reach up or reach to a sister line or anybody. Everybody is always willing to help. And that's what I love about it.
I'm not going to say it was me that told you were stupid if you quit, but it was me.
Oh, and you know, events. Melissa got me to my first event. Y'all, that lit my fire. She got me to my first event whenever it wasn't even in person. If it changed my life that much whenever it was virtual, I mean, it was virtual and I was crying and laughing and hugging people.
You were still with us.
Do what?
You were still with us.
But it was like, it wasn't the huge event. A bunch of distributors got together and we went to Tennessee and watched it in a cabin together. But I mean, I went home and I told my mom, I was like, Mama, these are real people, like I was sitting beside a lady making $60,000 a month, and she was normal. Like, she was like me and you. And so, I mean, y'all go to events, connect with these people, and work on subscriptions. Your subscriptions are your lifeline, whatever it's going to be soon, you know, the shop and pay, that residual income. I mean, that is a lifeline to network marketing, is working on your subscriptions and doing the work one time so that you don't have to do it over and over again. So I learned that early too.
Yeah, we won't go into that story, but that's a story too for another day. Hillary, I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you, and cannot wait to see you soon.
Love you.
Love you too. Okay, so we've got one more lady that I can't wait to bring to you. And so for those of you who have just jumped on, hey Veronica, hey Kim, Gilbert, and Stacy, and Jody, and Catherine, and Martine, and Kelly. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all of y'all. Okay, so this last lady that I want you to hear from, we spent time in Cabo together, and we just spent time on the cruise together, and she is a God girl as well. I mean, there's a lot of us in this company that we truly do put the Lord first and give him all the glory for everything that we have. And this woman has a heart of gold, but she also grew fast, and she also knows, you know, what it takes as a brand new distributor to just lock it in and go. And I want you guys to meet from all the way from Texas, Rosie Brown.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see your beautiful faces. And Melissa, thank you so much for asking me to be here. It is such an honor. And, you know, I did not know Melissa until an event. I believe it was Fest. And I've heard you a little bit in Zooms. I heard you in 9 at 9. And I'm like, I've got to meet this Melissa because she is fire. Oh my goodness, like literally everything that comes out of your mouth is so valuable. And I love you. And that's the thing, like we're a sister line, you know, like what you do for me or what I do for you, like neither one of us gets paid for it. We just love this so much that we help each other because we are one team, one dream, right? So well, again, I am Rosie Brown. I am from Lufkin, Texas, which is 2 hours north of Houston. And we have lots of pollen right now with all the pine trees. And so everybody's allergies is on the fritz. But I basically, I tell people that Singular found me about 3.5 years ago. And I came in needing to get well. I had some health challenges coming up at 40 years old, and I was sitting face to face with my doctor going over my labs, and she just basically said, you need to do something quickly, right? And she's not the type of doctor that wanted to put a Band-Aid on everything. She's like, you've got to fix this. And so Singular found me. I had a friend put me in a testimony group. And I was a little bit upset about it because I was like, why did you put me in this fat camp group? What is this? And she said, you told me you haven't felt well, that you're struggling with sleeping, you don't feel good about yourself, and all these things. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I found a testimony of a lady that sounded exactly like me. And she shared that. And let me tell you, sharing your story is powerful because if I hadn't seen that story, I wouldn't be here. If I wasn't invited to that testimony group, I would not be here. So do not be afraid to invite people to your testimony group to share stories. It doesn't have to be your own, but you guys are here because you have a key that holds someone that will unlock someone out of their prison of misery, that will give them hope. So don't be afraid to be that person. And so when I got started, day 4, it was like the clouds have parted, the fog had lifted. I was able to think clearly, to perform tasks, like everyday tasks. I'm a mom. I'm a yaya of 2 grandbabies that's 8 and 3 months old, and I can keep up with them. And you know, our kids are grown, and so we own and operate a 24-hour gym. So I am busy, and when you say you're busy, I'm busy too. And just like Hillary said, take your phone to the bathroom. You know, I do my best work in the bathroom. But no, it's whatever you want, whatever you're willing to put into it, that's what you're going to get. Right. And so I've got some big God dreams. So I'm going to work, and I'm not afraid to work. And I love this. It doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't feel like work. It is, but I have so much joy and passion in getting people to feel good about themselves and getting their lives back, and also just helping them get to a point of financial flexibility. You know, after my 8 days, I just felt incredible. And it wasn't so much about the weight loss. However, I did lose 20 pounds that needed to come off, but I got my life back. I actually felt joy again. And, you know, when you get yourself right, you are eager to help everybody. And so I didn't want to sell another dang thing, but I thought this stuff is great and I feel amazing. So, yeah, if if it helps me get my products paid for, okay. And I got to sharing. And I was afraid to post, but my coaches helped me post. And you know, you won't be able to help it, but you want to cheer other people on. There's other people that are doing it that I don't even know, but I'm cheering them on. So be a cheerleader. You know, it just feels great to uplift people, and that's what we do. And even Hillary mentioned about, you know, just being there for each other. And my Singular sisters and brothers pray for me, and we are each other prayer warriors. We know things that are going on in our personal lives, more so than my church family. And I just went on a trip to it was a walk to Emmaus, and it's a spiritual retreat. And I got so many letters from corporate members, from Melissa Adams, from different people, people that I've never met but are within the company, that knew what I was doing and was inspired and loves me and prayed for me. And it was just nice to get that support. So when we talk about the community, it is like nothing else. And I have sold all the things before, and that's why I didn't want to sell another dang thing, but this is pretty awesome. And the corporate just loves on you. Taylor, she is a sweetheart, and you know, she just helps direct us where we need to go and what we need to do. And we've just got amazing support, right? And so Zingler has changed my life by being able to not only get my health back, but to have a little more financial flexibility to travel more, to give more to things that's really important to me. And speaking of travel, I mean, all expenses paid for to travel is pretty awesome. So I think that's my love language, is travel. And so when I didn't believe in myself, um, my Singular sisters believed in me and poured into me. And even Melissa, not even knowing she was pouring into me, she was pouring into all of us. And just to have that belief and support, and to be asked and told to visualize what you want and write it out, put it in front of your face every day. And I mean, that's even biblical. And at first I thought a vision board was silly, but when I started doing that, things started just happening and coming into place. So when I tell you these are real things that are happening to real people, I mean, we're just everyday normal people, right? But some pretty incredible things are happening for us. And you are here. You guys all showed up, and that is huge, because that just shows that you have the desire to be more and to do more, that you want more out of life, right? And so you need to know that someone believes in you, that you are invited because you have a gift. You may not know you have a gift, but you do. And through it all, I just realized it really wasn't about me, it was about them. It was about helping other people and showing people how to love like Jesus. And girl, you've got to, I had to learn a lot of grace in this business, because there's so many people that are broken, and they're, you know, I got my feelings hurt. I got a lot of no's, but now I get excited when I get no's, because I know I am just one step closer to a yes. And you know, you may have a product return, a kit return, and that's okay, because that person wasn't ready, and you don't want someone that's not ready and not coachable. But guess what? Sometimes they come back around. I've had so many just come back around and say, "Oh, okay, I'm ready now." So I would say, you know what? Keep it simple. And like Hillary said, be you, be authentic, and get to events. Because my first live event was Zing Fest 2 years ago. And my friend Jessica and I went. We were both managers. We were gold and silver managers. And literally after that event, that lit a fire in us. And we just got to meet so many people just like us and gathered tools for our toolkit. And we just ran, and we had this newfound confidence and belief in ourselves, and we ran and we hit director ranks like nobody's business, and our team just grew and was on fire. So I would say get to events. If you can't afford it, make a way. I mean, when there's a will, there's a way. Get to events.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions for any of the three of these ladies? There's got to be something that they said that you're maybe scratching your head, or something you want to ask them, or I see Catherine unmuted.
Yeah, hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your shares. It was incredible. I have a quick question for Rocky. With your 24-hour gym, like, do you have product or little billboards? I mean, do you just talk to everybody about it? Like, because I have a kids gym and I'm in a business like with a partner who said, oh, sure, Catherine, you can have a shelf. I can't decide what to put up there. I don't know if I should just have a sign, my name, some products. I mean, does Singular allow for like a little storefront like that? I mean, I don't know.
That is a great question. So I had wondered the same thing, and I talked to several different people, Holly Parrish, Freddie Elias, and they said, yes, have stuff available, have a display. I don't have, my display's kind of weak right now, but I have this tower of collagen, and I even like have empty canisters of collagen just for the display so people can see it. But I will have like before and after pictures of different body parts for collagen, around the collagen. I have a display of the 3 main kits, as well as the tummy tamer. I don't particularly like putting the prices right there, but I need to get it opens up conversation. So like right at my desk, I have that facing them. So when they're sitting in front of me, it's in their face, and they see the words lose up to 15 pounds in 8 days. And they're like, oh, okay. So we are in the works right now, going to put like every member that we sign up in Project Broadcast, right? And use Project Broadcast as a testimony group, so to speak, right? Because some of these people are not going to be on my Facebook or whatever, but to get them to Project Broadcast so I can be feeding them things. But we also thought about like maybe having a questionnaire, like a QR code that's like a Google Doc questionnaire. You know, if we're not able to, sometimes it's so busy, we're just not able to sit down with them and go over all the things, but just to get that connection, you know, to get their name and everything. But yeah, definitely have something on hand for display. But you know, you don't have to have, you know, tons of product, you know, to have on hand, but something for them to look at would be great.
That's a great question. So Project Broadcast is a text support where you can write out one text and you can send it to mass people all at one time. It's fantastic. And that you get a separate number so someone could text you. And I think you can get it for like, I think it's $10 a month or something.
Mhm.
But I think it's free for the first 30 days. But you can have them text the word info to your separate phone number other than your real phone, so you don't mind putting it out there, and then it stores their name and stuff. You'll have you can say send your name and number, or name and text info to this number, and then you have it stored. So there's a lot of ways that you can use Project Broadcast. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Rosie. And so that's a great question. Anybody else? And I saw Shelly jump on. Hey, girl. Welcome. All right. Somebody else unmute.
I
Well,
thought of
lady, go
I
ahead.
thought of something I want to add.
Go ahead.
Like, okay, so another important thing whenever with working your business is jumping on these Zooms. Your trainings are really important, and not only just self-development in general, but trainings and plugging into the company. Like, we've got Room at the Top. That's something that I like to listen to whenever I'm driving and or getting ready. You know, I'll have a Room at the Top video playing and listening, because you can hear the same thing over and over, but you hear it differently one time and it finally clicks. Or even otherwise, you know, I always get different nuggets from any training that we listen to. There's always something new to learn with the business, or new ideas or tips and tricks and everything. And it, no offense, but it grates my nerves whenever people say, oh, I don't have time to jump on these trainings. Like, if you're in the bed and you have to get up early in the morning, then I totally get that. Watch the replay. But if you are awake, then unless you, I mean, there are extenuating circumstances, but for the most part, 90% of the time, you need to be on these trainings. They're very important. Not only for yourself, but to set an example for your team. And like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, right, you see me in my glory right now, but as soon as we do our team training, I'm about to go take my kids, because they're getting a really late bath tonight. But I'm about to go take my kids, and it's going to be madness, but I'm going to have the training going and listening to it and participating in it in the background while I'm bathing my kids. Or, you know, sometimes I'll have it in my car playing whenever we're coming home from sports and stuff. Where there is a will, there is a way. And these trainings are also very important. So just wanted to say that.
I absolutely agree with that. 100%. And also that's how you learn about the new promos. It's how you learn about new products. It's how you learn about what, like, I think it was Taylor said, what's working right now. You know, it's an interactive, so you get to know. It's also a bonding, where you bond with the team and you get to know the team, and they see your face. And when you go to the events, you've seen all these people on Zooms, and it's seriously like a family reunion. It really is. And, you know, you learn who people are first and foremost before you ever go anywhere, is on Zoom, seeing people. So that's a great point. And we do have our X Team Zoom here in 10 minutes. So if you want to jump off and jump back on, you're more than welcome. I'm doing the training on that. So we would love to have you back. But I just want to tell each one of you, the most important thing that you could do getting started as a new distributor is do something for your business every single day. I have been here almost 8 years, and there has been one day in 8 years that I did not work my business. And I was on the 50K cruise in the middle of the ocean. We were in a storm, and we had no internet or no Wi-Fi service. That was in 2018. One day, and the whole time. Now, I'm not saying I worked it all day, every day, but I have done something for my business every day. And the IPAs that Tammy and I have given you to do seriously take 15 to 20 minutes a day. If you want to grow a little faster, do them again. If you want to go faster, do them again. But it's really basic stuff. It's the 5 little things that we've given you, and that's what you do. I know it seems like it's, you know, is this it? Yes, that's it. That's what you do. And if you want to grow faster, you do more of it. But there's no secret sauce. I mean, the ones that are in, you know, up in higher ranks and stuff, we do the exact same thing as you. That's how we still sign people up every month. We're still doing the same things, because it's a duplicatable business. We're not doing anything. We're not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing every single day. I do a lot more than that, but I do those things. That's how I continue to grow my business, because one unique thing about Zingular that I love is We don't encourage you to build down. We encourage you to build wide. We encourage you to keep sponsoring people on your front line and keep introducing people to Zingular and build your team as wide as you can and get as many people to get signed up as possible, and then encourage them to do the same thing as you. You know, my advice would be find 5 people you can build to manager. That's it. If you do that and you teach them to do the exact same thing, I can't even tell you the exponential growth that you will see and the money that you will make. That's all you've got to focus on, is one at a time. Find one person to help them get their quick start, and then help them get their second quick start, and then help them get to manager, and teach them how to do the same thing with the people they've just signed up. And then when they are doing that, you go to the next one, find you another person, help them get their quick start, help them get their second quick start, help them get to manager, teach them how to do the exact same thing you just helped them do. That's the magic sauce. Doesn't that sound simple? That's it. That's how you grow this business. That's how I grew this business. That's how Hillary grew this business. That's how Rosie grew. That's how Martine grew. That's how Shannon grew. That's how Vicky grew. That's how Veronica grew. I mean, and that's how Tammy grew. That's what you do. You duplicate, you do the same thing, and you duplicate it over and over and over and over again. So I'm so proud of all of you for jumping on. I can't believe we've got this many people on, and so excited. And for those of you who are watching the replay later, we're proud of you too. And I'm going to end this just like I do with every single call. I am going to declare Ephesians 3:20 over all of you. God is going to do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can think or ask, because we honor him. His blessings are going to chase us down and overtake us. You are in the right place at the right time, and I declare a boldness to rise up in each one of you. God is going to open supernatural doors. People are going to seek you out. We will rise in the ranks because we will give him the honor and the glory for it all. I love y'all, and y'all have a blessed night. See you later.